gets washed away from the roots, howling winds and all, and bring the trees over. Those are fairly stable right now. There's one right here that's fallen completely over. And when they fall over and pull their roots right out of the ground, well, then they can't get any water and they die. Now there's another tree up here on the left-hand side that is leaning over against another tree, several other trees. We call that the grandma tree, leaning over against the daughter trees. Some solace for you old folks that when you can't stand up on your own anymore, the young ones will be there to support you. That grandma tree is still living, still putting out green stems and leaves. Anywhere else in the forest, countless generations of woodpeckers have gone back to that certain section of trees. It's kind of like Woodpecker Family Kitchen. And you can compare these two trees right here. The one on the right hand side, that's a redwood. You can tell with the red, stringy, reddish brown bark. The gray rough bark on the left hand side, that's the Douglas fir.
இடத்து வழியா போகலாம். அது பேர்ன் ஆகிடுதான். 1917 பேர்ன் ஆகிடுதான். சுவிட்ச் போட்டு
went out across the canyon, went up in the neck of the canyon, came around. We're going backwards up the switchback. There's tracks right there on the left. That's where we came up.
B மாதிரி வந்திருக்கான். அந்த சைடுல வந்துட்டு switchback பண்ணி மேல ஏறறான்.
They put in the switchback. There's only one other place in the United States where you can ride through a switchback behind a steam locomotive, and the other one's in Cass, West Virginia. So the switchback is a big zigzag. We go forward into a tail track and then back up, going into another tail track. So called because it just wags out, doesn't go any further. It ends like a tail. The back car will be right up against the mountain, and the locomotive will be just very close to the switch again. And that's because, well, we have a 6-car train today, and when they built the tail tracks here for the switchback, they built them to accommodate 6 cars and a locomotive, and that's just about all. Just a little bit of room on either end, not another whole car. But, you know, sometimes we run 8-car trains. So how do we get that whole train into that little 6-car tail track? Digital compression. No, that's a joke. Good switch, boy. We have an 8-car train, we have a helper locomotive, and we break the train into 2 sections to go through the switchback and then put it back together when we get back on the main line. Now plays. You can see the old trestle going off back there, and the upper section of it towering over us here. And you've seen a lot of trees that the bark is charred on them, turned black. Those are redwood trees. And I'm sure along the way you've seen a lot of trees where the interior is open. Trees are hollow. Well, the ducks unionized, demanded daily saunas, threatened to fly out of here if they didn't get them. Redwood had piled up immensely.
Left of the song, everybody keep hula hooping. Seconds left.
Say, par. இங்க பாரு ஹாய் சொல்லு எனக்கு.
You want to go pee?
இங்க பாரு ஹாய் சொல்லு.
Hi சொல்லு அப்பா ஹாய் சொல்லு.
இங்க பாரு எனக்கு ஹாய் சொல்லு.